Hey there, my loves. I'm back with another empowering message for you all, and today we're diving into something super real, something that affects all of us at different times. Those pesky limiting beliefs. You see, we all have these stories that we tell ourselves, these narratives that can hold us back, keep us in the same loop over and over again. You might feel like you've reached your potential and there's nothing more to strive for. Or perhaps you're chasing a dream that seems just out of reach, one that whispers to you late at night, "You're not cut out for this." These feelings are completely normal. I've been in those shoes many times. In fact, in 2023, I decided it was time to take my dreams to new heights. My dream was to write and publish 3 books and produce 3 YouTube videos that each reached over 1 million views. It sounds pretty crazy, right? Like something that only happens to other people. But you know what? I went for it. I faced my fears head on. I channeled all that anxious energy into action. And guess what? I made it happen. I published 2 books and created videos that touched the hearts of millions. So why am I telling you this? Because I want to remind you that if I can do it, so can you. The journey won't be easy, but trust me, the growth and self-discovery along the way will be worth every single step. You see, before I actually got started on that journey, I had these negative thoughts that popped up. Things like, who am I to think I can be successful? Or, what makes me think I can achieve those goals? Those thoughts almost held me back. They wanted me to play small, to stay safe and comfortable where I was. But I didn't let them win. I chose to ignore those voices and took action anyway. And here's the beautiful part. As I started taking steps towards my goals, those negative thoughts lost their power. You see, when you focus on actions, when you put one foot in front of the other, the fear starts to fade away. I'd love for you to try this exercise with me. Think about a goal you've been wanting to achieve. Maybe it's writing a book, starting a business, or learning a new skill. Now visualize yourself taking the first step towards that goal. How does it feel? Are you excited, scared, overwhelmed? Acknowledge those feelings. Don't try to push them away. Feel them, embrace them, and then take the next step. Keep going until you reach a point where the fear starts to fade and you feel a sense of clarity and purpose. Now let's talk about something I absolutely adore, journaling. It's been a part of my life for as long as I can remember. In fact, I've kept journals since I was a teenager. But recently, I've stumbled upon a revolutionary approach to journaling that's seriously taken my self-care game to a whole new level. It's all about asking the right questions, and boy, does it make a difference. Here's what I'm talking about. I used to journal by just letting my thoughts flow onto the page, kind of like a diary. But then I realized that if I really wanted to unlock the power of journaling, I needed to be more intentional about my entries. So I started asking myself powerful questions that challenged my beliefs, my perceptions, and my reactions to life's ups and downs. For example, instead of simply writing about a stressful event, I asked myself, how is this situation shaping me? How am I growing through this experience? By doing so, I've turned every entry into a self-discovery session. It's like having a personal coach whispering insights directly into my soul. And let me tell you, the impact has been nothing short of transformative. When I reflect on my journal entries from a year ago, it's like looking at a mirror reflecting the person I was, the beliefs I held, and the challenges I faced. It's amazing how much I've evolved. Now, I know you might be thinking, great, Elna, but how exactly does this help? And let me tell you, the benefits are endless. Through this practice, I've gained a deeper understanding of myself. I've learned to challenge my negative thoughts, and I've discovered a wellspring of inner strength I never knew I possessed. Journaling with intention has become my secret weapon in navigating life's twists and turns. And here's the coolest part. If you're feeling inspired and ready to embark on this incredible journey of self-discovery yourself, I've got a treat for you. My friend, if you've ever dreamed of diving deep into the world of holistic health and wellness, if you've ever felt a calling to nurture others on their healing journeys, I have the perfect opportunity for you. The Institute of Holistic Health and Wellness is where ancient wisdom meets modern science, where you can explore the depths of human potential and learn to guide others towards their own transformation. But that's not all. I know you've got a busy life to lead. That's why I'm thrilled to tell you about our brand new evening program. Yes, you heard it right. You can now pursue your dreams of becoming a holistic health and wellness coach, even if you find yourself juggling work, family, or other commitments. That's right, you can study whenever and wherever you like. And the cherry on top? We offer financial aid to those who qualify. Imagine the power of combining flexible learning with financial support. It's like the universe is aligning to support your dreams. So what are you waiting for? Visit our website, explore our programs, and take the first step towards your exciting new career path. Transform lives and your own along the way. I can't wait to welcome you to the Institute. Now let's get back to the topic at hand. You see, the thing about these negative thoughts is that they tend to hang around in the background of our lives, whispering doubts and fears whenever we least expect it. But I've got news for you. You don't have to let them win. Instead, you can use every single negative thought to fuel your personal growth. How do I know this? Because I've done it myself. I turned every limiting belief into a stepping stone towards success. For instance, when I encountered situations that threatened to crush my spirit, I chose to view them as opportunities for growth. When I faced rejection or failure, I celebrated it as valuable feedback. And when I doubted my abilities, I used it as motivation to improve. Let me share a personal story with you. When I was younger, I had a significant setback that left me questioning my abilities. It was a moment that shook me to my core and made me question everything I thought I knew. But instead of letting that setback define me, I chose to see it as a catalyst for change. I used that experience to fuel my determination to succeed. And guess what? It worked. I channeled that energy into creating positive change in my life. It's time to reclaim your narrative. Write a new story where you are the protagonist. Believe in your ability to create a life that you're truly proud of. Embrace the setbacks, the failures, and the moments of self-doubt as stepping stones on your journey to greatness. Remember, you are not your mistakes. You are not your limiting beliefs. You are a magnificent, resilient, and capable human being. Trust me, when you start seeing every negative thought as a source of growth, that's when the real magic begins. Now I want to leave you with a powerful quote from the legendary Wayne Dyer. If you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. Let those words sink in. It's time to shift your perspective, my friends. Embrace the power within you and watch as your life transforms before your very eyes. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey of self-discovery and empowerment. Until next time, keep questioning, keep growing, and keep believing in the limitless potential that resides within each and every one of you. You ever reach for a pen and paper or open up your laptop ready to put your brilliance onto the page, only to find your mind is empty? Like, seriously empty. No matter how much you chew on the ends of your pencils, no matter how many times you reread the prompt, nothing. Even worse, you might feel like every single thing you write, every single word you say, is somehow disappointing. As if you've traded honesty for performance, depth for likes, and now all you produce are shallow posts that don't even reflect who you truly are. If that sounds familiar, if you're feeling like a fraud, like you're playing a character rather than living your own story, trust me, you're not alone. Hey, I'm a psychiatrist, and today we're diving into the messy, confusing world of feeling stuck in your own narrative. We're talking about the part of you that feels like it's been silenced, ignored, or maybe even buried under the weight of expectations. So let's unpack this. Why does it feel like your most authentic self is trapped inside? What's holding you back from expressing the real you? And most importantly, how can you break free? Picture this. You're sitting at your desk with a blank canvas in front of you. It could be a literal canvas, an art project, a journal, or even the metaphorical canvas of your life. And you're supposed to create, to express, to innovate. But instead of inspiration, you're drowning in a sea of uncertainty. Your creative well seems dry, your mind cluttered with doubts and fears. This is what it feels like to be stuck in your own story. And it's a feeling that creeps into every aspect of our lives. Every decision we're supposed to make, every dream we should chase, every voice we're supposed to lend. Think about a time when you felt compelled to speak up, to share an idea, to reveal a desire. But instead of speaking your truth, you stayed silent. You chose to play it safe, to conform to expectations. Or maybe you can relate to that person who's afraid to pick up the paintbrush, to compose the music, to write the book, convinced that their masterpiece isn't inside them, convinced they're not talented enough. This is the paradox of creativity, this fear of creation. It holds us back from expressing our unique selves, from sharing our gifts with the world. It whispers that we're not worthy, that our voices don't matter. But why? Why does this happen? What's the root of this fear? Well, it's a tale as old as time, a story that each of us writes in our own way. Some of us feel societal pressure. We live in a world that often values fitting in over standing out, that cheers for the popular and sidelines the different. Then there's family dynamics. Perhaps you grew up in an environment where your creativity was stifled, where emotions were suppressed and conformity was the norm. Maybe you were constantly compared to others, always falling short of someone else's standards. These experiences leave scars, shaping our beliefs about ourselves, our abilities, our worthiness. They bury our unique selves under layers of obligation, societal norms, and familial expectations. And then there's the fear of failure, the terror of rejection. What if our unique voice isn't accepted? What if our art, our writing, our very essence isn't understood or worse, ridiculed? This fear, this uncertainty, they grip us, paralyzing us, making it seem impossible to express our true selves. Now I want you to close your eyes and picture this. You're in a room full of people, faces blurred, voices muffled. All you see is a blank canvas, a silent stage, a closed book. This is the space where your authentic self wants to emerge, where your story wants to unfold. But there's a catch. A locked door stands between you and this expression, bolted shut with fear, doubt, shame. This is the barrier that keeps you from embracing your creativity, from sharing your unique narrative. But here's the thing. This door wasn't built overnight. It's a structure of experiences, emotions, beliefs that have piled up over time. Each disappointment, each harsh word, each instance of feeling unseen or unheard, it's added another brick to this wall. But here's the good news. Just like this door wasn't built in a day, it doesn't have to stand forever. Let's imagine rewriting your story. Picture your most authentic self stepping into that same room. This time the faces are clear, the voice is your own. You're no longer shouting to be heard. You're whispering and people lean in to listen. This is the power of expressing your unique narrative, of embracing your authentic self. It's the difference between performing and creating, between conforming and standing out. It's the shift from seeking external validation to finding internal expression. So how do you unlock this door? How do you rewrite your story? It starts with acknowledging the walls we've built, understanding the reasons behind the doors we've closed. It's about confronting the fear of failure, the discomfort of rejection, and most importantly, the pain of not being seen. And here's the first step: break the silence. You see, the silence we maintain in the face of these fears only gives them more power. The key is to start talking, to break the silence, to acknowledge these feelings. Talk to someone you trust, a friend, a therapist, someone who can listen without judgment. Verbalizing these emotions is the first step towards dismantling the wall. Next, embrace your uniqueness. Remind yourself that your unique perspective, your unusual talent, your unconventional ideas, they're not flaws, they're strengths. Celebrate what makes you different. Lean into your quirks, your passions, your beliefs. This is your superpower. Then it's time to challenge the negative self-talk. That inner voice that tells you you're not good enough, you're not worthy enough, you're not beautiful enough. It's time to silence that voice. Replace those thoughts with affirmations, with positive self-statements. You are enough. Your voice matters. Your story deserves to be told. Repeat these affirmations daily, make them your mantra, and when doubt creeps in, confront it head-on. Ask yourself, is this thought helpful? Is it true? Does it serve me? Often our doubts are like weeds choking the growth of our authentic self. Pull those weeds. Replace them with the seeds of belief and self-acceptance. Finally, take small steps. Starting is the hardest part. If a blank canvas terrifies you, don't stare at it. Pick up a different colored pencil, scribble on a corner of the page. If writing a book seems overwhelming, start with journaling, with writing just a paragraph a day. The goal isn't perfection, it's progress. Rewriting your story isn't about erasing the past, it's about adding new chapters, new experiences that reflect the real you. It's about taking your unique narrative and making it a bestseller. Your story deserves to be told, and the world is waiting to read it. Don't hold back. Don't play small. Unleash the real you. If you found solace in this message, if you resonated with the idea of rewriting your own story, please share this video with someone who needs to hear it. Someone who might be struggling with expressing their unique self, someone who might be battling the demons of doubt and fear. Also, if you're keen on diving deeper into similar topics, check out some of our other videos. We've got a treasure trove of insightful discussions waiting for you. Thanks for watching.